So we are here installing a package of bees. We have 3 pounds of carniolan bees ready. We just picked them up this morning. It's about 5:30 in the evening, and this is a perfect time for doing bees because during the day they like to go out and forage. So this is most likely the time where they'll be able to just stick in the hive and stay in there overnight. And we want them to get in the hive and start making comb as soon as possible. So that's what they're doing here. I got a package that I sprayed down about 30 minutes ago with sugar water. This is a bottle of sugar water with a 1:1 sugar syrup ratio, so about a pint of water for a pound of sugar. And what this does is it inhibits the bees from flying away, and it also kind of sedates them a little bit, gives them something to do while we dump them into the hive. So inside this hive box is a can full of feeder and a queen cage. The queen is caged separately, and we got, again, 3 pounds of bees. And we got our hive set up right here. A Langstroth hive with 9 frames. We're going to add in a 10th next week, but we're only using 9 this time because we're going to be wedging in a queen cage in a little bit, and you'll see what that's like. So let's get started. We got our bottom board. We got it covered up with grass to keep the bees from getting in and out. This is where the bees mainly fly in and out of the hive, so we're sealing off everything. So the goal is to keep them inside the hive for at least the next 24 hours so they can start building. We want to encourage them to be drying out comb as soon as possible. So, just going to give these guys a good squirt. The sugar water. See if it squirts. Alright, there we go. You can hear them actually quiet down a little bit. Alright. Box a couple wraps. You can see the bees have already dropped to the bottom. We'll work the feeder can out. There we go. Got a couple bees on it. And we got a queen cage right here.
Spray a little more in there.
A little more?
Yeah, inside the cage. And through the hole.
Alright. There's going to be some flying out. Alright, let's see. Let's make sure our queen's alive. Alright, our queen's in there and she's alive. Alright, look at that. So, gonna let this queen chill out for a while. She's gonna go right in my pocket. Keep her warm until she gets into the hive. Alright. Just making sure she's doing okay in there. Alright, got our bees. Give them one more little squirt, make sure they're doing alright. And now, here's the fun part. We're going to empty them out into the hive.
Spray them a little bit more in there. Too.
Just making sure, getting them all out. Alright. You want to get a close-up of them in there?
Yep, spray it directly on them because you're going to be moving them around.
Yeah. Good. I'm going to flatten them out a bit, just because when we put the frames down, we don't want to be squishing these guys. Just gently brushing them. Yeah, I can tell I put a lot of syrup on them. They're getting really sticky. Okay. You doing good over there, Paul?
Yeah.
All right. Perfect. Okay. We should have had some vinegar down here. My hands are really sticky. All right, so we're gonna put these frames back in, making sure not to squish any of these bees on the side here. All right. And now I'm gonna get the queen out. So she's looking nice and good in there, doing her thing. Do you have that screw? Nice.
Yeah, do the marshmallow?
Yeah, I have a marshmallow. So what I'm gonna do is this queen is secured in here by a cork. So I'm gonna take this cork out and I'm gonna stuff a marshmallow in. That way, while the queen is getting acclimated to the colony, you know, she'll start eating her way out, and by that time we'll hope that she's accepted into the colony, which should not be a problem. So marshmallow one hand. I'm gonna pry this out and making sure not to stab the queen. So I'm only gonna be doing it. Yeah, until she goes down.
And then you gotta put something over that hole.
Yeah.
Oh, she's up there.
Yeah. We'll do everything. I'm just trying to work our way out. She's still up there. There you go. Real quick. Stuff that marshmallow in there. All right, there we go. So she's looking good.
Is it in the title?
Yeah, actually, I think I might. Yeah. Yeah, it's looking
So
good.
it doesn't fall out?
Yeah, it should be good. So now what we're going to do is wedge this queen right in between two of the frames. We're going to do it away from the center of the hive because we want room for the bees to feed.
There must be something more that holds up than just the wedge though, isn't
No,
it? The clip, or to clip it somehow?
no, the clip is fine. The
Or
clip
bend
is for the cage that she's transported in.
Yeah.
And there's enough sugar water here to make sure that she's been sticking in there for a while. So,
I mean, what's going to stop it from falling in?
it's okay if it does fall in, as long as it stays up there for a couple hours. Enough for her to eat her way out. We already got some bees attending to her, which is good. You can see she's already doing her thing.
Still a lot of bees in there. It looks like that top comes off somehow.
Shake down a few more. All right. Now bees need a good protein source, so we're going to be feeding them with a pollen package here. So it's still a little bit early in the season, so there's not too many flowers out. So we're just going to put this directly on.
You're supposed to peel off the paper?
No, the paper's there to keep it fresh. And that's it. Gonna put this top cover on. Just don't want to pinch the bees
Kind
with
of
the
touch
inner
by
cover.
there and blow on them a little bit. Let them,
Yeah. Oh, let me take this off first. All right. So that's looking good. Gonna take a jug of syrup. This is the same syrup that we use to spray the bees with. So this is what they're gonna be feeding on until there's enough nectar resources available. So I'm just gonna quick flip this upside down. Put this right on top there. All right. To protect the feeding pail, we're going to be putting on another deep hive body. And then finally an outer cover to protect it from all the elements. And there we go. So in a day we're going to come back, we're going to remove the grass so the bees can start entering the hive. And in a week after this we'll check and see if the queen has been accepted and if she's rearing brood. So that's our installation of a package of bees.